So our session of partnership fundamental accounts goes on. Okay. Since it's a fundamentals, we are going to take a little bit of more time, and it's necessary at this stage that you understand the fundamentals a little bit more clearly. Okay. When I last left, we had finished a little bit of past adjustments. Hi, this is Vishwanath Jatan, and welcome to another session of Partnership Fundamental, where today I shall be going ahead with the past adjustments. Okay, now let us take a particular situation where the interest on capital which is given to the partners are more. Okay, let's take for example, there are two partners A and B, and the capital balances is 80,000 and 1 lakh respectively. Okay, these are the capital balances of A, 80,000 and 1 lakh respectively, and the interest on capital was taken as 12% instead of 8%. It was taken as 12% per annum instead of 8%. So what had happened is that we had given the partners 4% more. Okay, so let us see what to do in this situation. Okay, I draw up the columns of the two partners. Okay, so here this is A for you, this is debit, this is credit, this is B for you, debit and credit. Okay, first of all, what should we do? There are two ways in which you can do. Okay, first of all, what you can do is that take that 12% back and then give them 8%. That would be a little bit too lengthy. Instead, what you do is that the 4% which you have given them excess, okay, that is 12 minus 8, the 4% what you have given them excess, take it back from them. Okay, so I'm going to take the 4% back from them. Okay, so 4% of 80,000 is 3,200. Okay, that I shall put it in the debit because I am going to take it back from them. I don't have to give it to them. Similarly, from B, I shall calculate 4% of 1 lakh. 4% of 1 lakh is 4,000. That also I shall put in the debit. Why? Because I have to take it. Remember one very easy concept. When we have to give the partners anything, we put it on the credit. Whenever we take anything from the partners, we have to take back anything from the partners, it will be a debit for us. So, next step. What do? I add both these figures. That is 7,200. Is the ratio given in the sum? Is the ratio given in the sum? The ratio is not given in the sum. So, what do? We'll share this equally. So this 7,200 will go on the credit side, 3,600 and 3,600. Okay. So let us see. In this case, you will observe that A, the figure of A on the credit side is greater by 400. So 400 credit. And that of B is greater on the debit side by 400. So in this case, what shall we do? We pass the adjusting entry, and the adjusting entry in this case would be B's capital account debit $400 to A's capital $400. And of course, children, I remind you again that you always follow up the journal entries with the narration. Fine. So this is your adjusting entry for this. The profit sharing ratio was not given. We had given excess amount of interest on capital, which we took back. This was the excess amount which we took back. So what happens is that we have to give them more profits if we have taken back. Okay, if we have taken back that. So this the addition of these two figures, that is 7,200, is put here. And since the ratio is not given, it is divided equally between A and B in the ratio 1:1. So it comes out to be 3,600 and 3,600. I hope you followed this example. Okay, I will take up almost a similar example where here in this case I shall specify what is the ratio given in the sum. Okay, so let's go ahead and follow up the next sum. The next sum would be, let's take three partners in this case. This is P, Q and R. P is having 3 lakhs. R is having 5 lakhs. And, sorry, Q is having 5 lakhs and R is having 4 lakhs. Okay. Rupees, rupees, rupees. Okay. In this case, the interest on capital was taken as 14% instead of 9%. Okay, so what has happened, and of course I'll just write the profit sharing ratio. The profit sharing ratio is 5:3:2. Okay, so what happens in this case? I have given them 5% more. Okay, the firm has given them 5% more. So this 5% has to be taken back. Fine. So now I draw up the columns, and since there are 3 partners, I would divide it into 3 big columns and then I subdivide it into 2 further ones. Okay. So this is for P, this is for Q, and this is for R. Okay. Debit, credit, debit, credit, debit, credit. Okay. So let's understand now. First, what is the difference? The difference is 5%. So take this 5% back instead of taking back 14% and giving them 9%. So 5% is what I calculate on 3 lakhs. So here this is 15,000. 5% of 5 lakhs is 25,000. 5% of 4 lakhs is 20,000. Okay. So now I shall total up all these 3 columns, that is 15 plus 25, that is 40. 40 plus 20 is 60. This 60,000 will be divided in the ratio 5:3:2. Okay, so this will be given to the partners 5:3:2. So it is 5/10 multiplied by 60,000, 3/10 multiplied by 60,000, and 2/10 multiplied by 60,000. 5/10 multiplied by 60,000 is 30,000. 3/10 is 18,000, and 2/10 is 12,000. Okay. So now we check out what happens. In the case of P, we find that P's credit is 30 and P's debit is 15,000. Okay, P's credit is 30 and P's debit is 15,000. So 15,000 greater credit. Let's go to Q. Q has got 25,000 debit and 18,000 credit. Of course, the debit is more by 7,000. So 7,000 debit. Let's go to R. R 20,000 debit and 12,000 credit. The 20,000 is more than the 12,000. So here this is 8,000 debit for you. Okay, so now I pass the journal entry, the adjusting entry for this, and when I pass the adjusting entry for this, this should be the effect. Q's capital account debit, Q's capital account debit. How much? 7,000. R's capital account debit. $8,000, and I credit P's capital account by 15,000. Okay, and of course follow it after the narration. So I just repeat the steps again in this sum. The first thing I did was that I have given 5% more to the partners. So that 5% I take it back from them. If I take it back from them, it comes on the debit side. Okay. So 5% of 3 lakhs is 15,000. 5% of 5 lakhs is 25,000, and 5% of 4 lakhs is 20,000. So I take it back. Whenever I take back anything from the partners, it comes on the debit. I add all these three amounts. Okay, because now I have to give this back to the partners because I have given them lesser amount of profits. So 15 plus 25 plus 20 is 60. 60,000 will be divided in the ratio which is given in the sum, 5:3:2. So 30,000 to P, 18,000 to Q, and 12,000 to R. Okay, when I compare both the columns, I come to know that the credit of P is greater than the debit by 15,000. When I compare Q's column, I come to know that the debit of Q is greater than the credit of Q by 7,000. That is 25,000 minus 18,000. Then when I come to R, when I minus these two figures, I come to know that 8,000 is greater in this case. Okay, so these debit and credit were put forward in the adjusting entry. So it's Q's capital account debit 7,000, R's capital account debit 8,000, to P's capital 15,000. Okay, I hope you've understood this concept properly. Now I take up a little bit of more comprehensive sum so that you can understand how when we combine different things, what happens. It will be a small sum, but I'll see to it certain aspects are covered in this. Okay. There are two partners, A and B. Their capital balances are 1 lakh and 1,20,000 respectively. 1 lakh and 1,20,000 respectively. The following are omitted to be entered. Okay. The following are not entered. Number 1, interest on capital at the rate of 10%, not entered. Second, salary 2A 60,000 per annum. Salary to B rupees 8,000 per month. Third, commission to A, commission to B, commission to A 20,000, commission to B 30,000 rupees. Okay, all this was omitted to be entered, and the profit sharing ratio is 3:2. Okay, in these circumstances, let us see how we could solve the problem which is put forward here. Okay, so two partners. So I draw two partners. So I draw up two columns and I subdivide it into another two columns. Debit, credit, debit, credit. This is A and this is B. Okay. Fine. Since it's given the interest on capital 10% is not given to the partners, so I give IOC at the rate of 10%. 10% of 1 lakh is 10,000 for A. Then 10% of 1 lakh 20,000 is 12,000. Okay. Now what we could also do is that add it and then divide it. So it becomes a little bit too lengthy. So we shall wait for the full sum to get over. Then we shall do a calculations. Okay. Again, salary. Remember when I put salary in the partner's capital account, when I prepared the partner's capital account, it was put on the credit side. So again I am doing the same. This is 60,000 here, while as B is 8,000 per month, so you multiply it by 12, so you will get 96,000 here. Is it clear? So you are going to get 96,000 here. Then commission. Again commission, whenever we give to a partner, it also comes on the credit side. So how much? 20,000 for A and 30,000 for B. Okay. So all this was omitted to be entered. That is your interest on capital, which I calculated 10% on 1 lakh and 10% of 1 lakh 20,000, that is 10,000 and 12,000. Salary to A 60,000, salary to B 96,000, commission 20,000 and 30,000 to B. Okay. Now what I do is that I shall total up all these 6 figures. Okay, all these 6 figures I shall total up. That is this, and all of B also. Okay. So this gives me basically 10,000 plus 60,000, that is 70,000 plus 20,000, 90,000. 90,000, 1 lakh 2, 1 lakh 32, 1 lakh 32 plus 96,000 gives me 2 lakh 28,000. Okay, now this 2 lakh 28,000 will, I'm just repeating the calculations in case we don't make any mistakes. 10 plus 60, 70 plus 20, 90, 90 plus 30, 1 lakh 20, 1 lakh 20 plus 96 and 12, that is 108, so 2 lakh 28,000. Now this 2 lakh 28,000 will have to be divided between A and B in the ratio 3:2. Okay. So how do we do that? So it is 3 upon 5 multiplied by 2 lakh 28,000, and of course 2 upon 5 multiplied by 2 lakh 28,000. Okay, so it is 45,600 multiplied by 3 1 lakh 36,800 to A, 1 lakh 36,800 to B, and to A, and for B it would be 45,600 multiplied by 2, which will give me 91,200. Okay, now let us see which side is more, the debit or the credit in each case of the partners. If we see A's credit side is 90,000 and A's debit side is 1,36,800. So the difference is 46,800 credit. Okay, let's check with B. Sorry, my mistake. It should be debit. The debit is greater, so it should be 46,800 on the debit. Let's check with B. B is 91,200 on the debit side, and on the credit side it's basically 1,38,000. Okay, so it's 1,38,000, and there is 91,200. Okay, if you deduct the 2, it is going to give me 46,800. So it gives me 46,800 on the credit. Okay, so what is the adjusting entry? The adjusting entry is it's A's capital account debit by 46,800 to B's capital, same amount, 46,800. Okay, so this was the adjusting entry for you. A slight comprehensive sum. We can further take up the level of this comprehension by including drawings and interest on drawings, and also change in the interest on capital. Okay, I hope this small part of fundamentals has gone into your mind. Okay, if there's any problems, please revert back to me. I shall be obliged, and it will be my pleasure to help you out. Thank you so much for hearing this session, Accounts with Vishwanath Jatan. I shall be right back with the next session. Do take care and have a nice day.